Then, so the chemistry is going to be 1-2 versus 1-4. Generally, given time, it's going to be 1-4.
So now guys, today is day 57, and the power just came back on in this building.
Are you recording me?
It's just now. Yeah, I am.
I thought you stopped your vlogs.
I didn't. I couldn't do it. I think I was just having an off day that day. I like it again. The hijab is on my face.
I like that picture. I think I've already told you this. The one of you skating where your hijab's like flapping in the wind.
The one that you reblogged?
Yeah.
So today in class, we had to take a quiz in philosophy of feminism, and it was asking us a question. One of the questions was, what is the problem with hijab tourism? So I'm going to tell you what I thought and what I talked about, what I wrote, and Samaya can tell you guys what she wrote. But the first thing I wrote was that just from the sentence, just from the term hijab tourism, you can see why there's a problem there. Like, it gives off the implication that hijab is like an attraction that you can try out and enjoy for a little bit of time and then, you know, leave. And it's saying hijab tourism as in like white women, usually columnists or writers or journalists, they wear a scarf for a day and walk around, go throughout their normal day, and then they go back and write about their experiences. And I remember on World Hijab Day, I mean, I'm all for awareness of hijab, and that's amazing, obviously. I wear hijab, I think that's a good thing. But on World Hijab Day, I remember people were posting a lot of things, like on university campuses, people were wearing a scarf for a day and seeing how it felt. And I posted something about it, about how there's no way, if you wear hijab for a day, you can know how it feels. And that, like, you know, that's just not going to give you an experience of what hijab is, because hijab is so much more than just wearing a scarf on your head. And someone replied, and they're like, well, it's all about, you know, raising awareness and blah, 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 and, you know, people have good intentions. Yeah, I'm sure people have good intentions, but then you have these people, like these white women, who go around wearing hijab and saying that they now experience it and they now know exactly how it feels, and they write columns about it and they write articles about it. Stop laughing, Smith.
Do you not see that later?
Yeah, I do. They write articles about it, and then they get other people reading it and thinking that's what hijab is. So at the same time, it belittles struggles that Muslim women who do wear hijab every day have. So it's okay if a white woman wears hijab for a day, no one's gonna harass her, no one's gonna talk about her, she can just take it off after that day's over and then go write about it. But for every other woman, or a lot of women across the country and across the world, who have to have struggles from wearing hijab and actually having commitment and an emotional connection with it, they get harassed. So why can't we have Muslim women talking about hijab? Why is it so mainstream that white women have to wear it? Which gives off this other aspect of this whole white savior thing, that only the white people can truly get it, to let other people know what it really feels like, which is what I said. I mean, that's problematic. And then it's just cultural appropriation mixed with colonialism on itself, like taking somebody else's culture and making it better, like presenting it in a better way, whitewashing it initially. So that's what I wrote. You want to say something?
No, that's essentially the basic.
Samaya!
I don't know what else to add to that.
Come on.
You're really close to it.
Yalla.
I have nothing else to add to
Okay, Samaya, don't get mad at me for saying this, but she never talks in class.
No, I don't.
As you can see, me and Samaya's friendship is
Her abusing me.
pretty unique in the sense that we're kind of like opposites. As you see, she's wearing her flowery hijab and like she's wearing her like maroon sweater, and I think I've been wearing this black hijab for the past 2 weeks in a row. I'm wearing a black jacket, I'm wearing a black dress, I'm wearing black jeans and black combat boots. Also, I talk a lot, which is probably the reason I have this vlog, because, you know, Samaya doesn't talk to me, so I have to talk to the internet. Also, Samaya doesn't talk in class, yet we were just talking before I turned on this camera about
driving, I don't
hijab
drive
tourism and how Sumaya was gonna comment on it, but now she's not.
I didn't say I was gonna talk about it. I said I was gonna post it on my blog, my writing on my blog. I don't. What are you doing?
Nothing. She's driving.
Yes, I am, and you're distracting me.
This is where we got in an accident.
Yeah, let's not.
How long ago was that? Like 3 months ago?
Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's not talk about
But
it.
you know our insurance
Like,
is higher
right
now
here.
because of
Right
it?
here. Right
Yeah,
here.
right
This
here.
is where
Exactly,
it happened.
like, except in that lane.
Let me just tell y'all, Sumaya went off
I did
that
not.
day.
I did not yell at him. I just.
And then we
raised
pulled
my
into
voice
that parking lot.
slightly.
Sumaya, she turned into like,
He was gonna drive off.
never thought I'd see her like that
He
day.
was about to drive off. How if I hadn't gotten out and yelled? or
Yeah,
said
it
something,
was-
He would have just.
I'll be
left.
telling you guys about that later when she's not here, but I was like this, like, I was in shock a little bit. But then the adrenaline wore off and Sumaya calmed down.
Well, it was either me yelling or I would have started crying. So I'd rather yell at this dude.
Yeah, I know how that
Tired
feels.
drunk or something.
But anyway, yeah.
This is how it helped me duct tape my car together.
Oh yeah, we duct taped it together because we heard noises coming. And you know how, like, that was game night, so it was like a lot of police around here on the strip.
They were doing.
And I was legitimately, I was gonna ask the police for help because they were just kind of like standing in a corner hanging out. And then I was like, wait, no, it's like in the middle of the night, all these police officers standing around. I'm not gonna just give the impression that I'm by myself. I was like, let me just
He's a white
not.
police officer.
Hey, that was her, not me. Let me just. Y'all heard that, right?
That's making me racist. Or I guess it can be racist.
Oh my god, did you just hear what she said?
I probably didn't. I never
Reverse
hear myself
racism
again.
doesn't exist.
It's not real.
It's a myth. You know, I drew this comic in my book. I was in my notebook, and this girl was like, yeah, blah, 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 racist against me, blah, blah, blah. You can just guess what she was. But,
This is right.
I drew a comic in my book, my notebook, and it was I drew a picture of a mom in, like, sitting in bed with her son, and she was reading him a bedtime story, and it said fairy tales, and then the title of the book was Reverse Racism.
That's fantastic.
And then I, like, kind of picked it up and, like,
Oh, that's wings.
pretended to hold it up so she could see it. But this was a long rant. Okay, goodbye now. Assalamualaikum. We're gonna go eat. Physics lab is my favorite part of the day. But we were here for 4.5 hours today instead of 3. Just starting before somebody is a comedian. Assalamualaikum, guys. Again, another uneventful day, and I think some really immature construction workers are like whistling at me, but I'm gonna act like I don't notice. Anyway, it's pitch black, and you guys are my witnesses if something happens. But yeah, it's the end of the day. Just got out of lab, and inshallah I'm going home now. So if you guys are still watching these, thank you. Today was day 57. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace and Assalamu alaikum.